when we talk about this concept, this was something so special to us as Indian people. We held this idea as sacred. The power of vision. This is something we have special ceremonies to do to find out what ours should be. And if you've ever been on a traditional vision quest, I did 4 years. Humblechayapi, to cry for a vision. You don't know why they call it that until you go out on one. 4 days, 4 nights, no food, no water, no shelter. You, your blanket, your pipe, in an area the size of your tabletop. You don't have to go through that experience. By the way, that was the most clarifying experience I've ever had in my life. No people doing this, no fighting the commute to in traffic on the way to work in the morning, no internet, radio. It was like the dirt had settled in my mud puddle for the first time. And I saw things clearer than I'd ever seen before. You don't have to go through this to get the benefit. You can do this the first 10 minutes of every day. Before the chaos of the day starts, which it will. Before you turn on your email, before you check your cell phone, before you start interacting with the people around you, take 10 minutes, get centered, get grounded. Think about what kind of day you want to have, what kind of person you want to be in it. What are the most important things you need to be working on? Get grounded before you start kicking up dust. There's 2 ways to start the day. That's one of them. The other one is the one we see too much of, and it drives people bonkers. You run into work, you're 2 minutes late, you got a cup of coffee the size of a human head, you yell down the hall, be down there in a minute, to the meeting that started 5 minutes ago without you. You check your email, it's not downloading fast enough, so you pick up your phone and check the voicemail. And the whole day goes like that, right? You ever have one of those? They're fun, aren't they? And people are suffering the consequences for that. The power of vision it's the first step to creating anything in our life, in our career, with our family. It's to be able to see it up here first. What was the first step in building the structure that we're in today? The first step. Before the foundation. Before the blueprint. The vision. Somebody somewhere saw it here first. They didn't just have a group of folks show up with some 2x4s and some toolkits and say, what are we doing today? Somebody saw it up here first. And once they had that vision, they laid it out on a blueprint. Then they were able to ask for the right amount of money, set up a timeline, get the right materials, gather the right crew. And you know what the miracle of this power is? Before they ever cut the first board or hammered the first nail, they knew exactly what this place would look like, down to the square inch. That's the power of vision. And I'm convinced we can do that in our communities. We can do that with our agencies. We can do that in our own careers, with our families. But we have to know what it looks like up here first. We are great at this as kids. And we grow to really stink at it as adults.